Hello, I'm Francina Connors, and welcome to Jazz at Noon, produced by Orlando McAllister. Today we have Shani Andrews, and we'll be discussing Shani Andrews and her group Prophet. So we've been hearing a bit of the group today, and I'd like to say welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, the first thing I want to know, the name Shani is...
Shani, my mother had originally looked for names, and she found an Indian name, Shani, and it means precious jewels.
Okay.
So she was kind of expecting me to do something different with myself, so I guess she figured she would give me a different name like that.
Okay. Okay, and you come from a very artistic family.
Yeah, my grandmother was a concert pianist. She taught at New York University and was the head of the department for that music department. And then my mother also studied piano and played in the church and organ. And basically, even my great-grandfather was a doubler in South America.
A doubler?
Like a doubler as in the woodwinds. So that's basically where I get my roots, I guess, from.
Okay, and your brothers and sisters are also musicians, or?
Both my brothers are artists. One of them is into computer art, and the other one is more of a sculptor. And they both went to college, and actually both of them are still in college, studying and doing commission work. So.
Okay, okay. Now the name Prophet, how do you spell the name of the group?
It's Prophet.
As in prophecy, or?
As in, yes, like fulfilling some type of prophecy in a way for two peoples. Blacks and Latinos to combine their music. It's not like we've been the first group to do this. You've had Dizzy Gillespie and so many others who've worked like this and done these types of works of art, but we're just continuing that tradition. So.
Okay, now you said Latin jazz. What drew you into that area?
Well, jazz, I've always studied jazz, starting when I was 14. Latin music I've always had a fascination with, so about a few years ago I started getting into the rhythms, playing with Latin groups who were around, and I decided why not combine the two, because you would really, there's something to appreciate about that, combining the two, so I took it upon myself to try it.
Okay, now have you been playing with these guys for several years, or?
No, I formed the band about a year ago, but a couple of the people in the band are new. Okay. So it's
you and who came together first?
The Conguero, that's Guillermo Cardenas.
Okay.
And then after that, I would say that it was Tommy Mattioli, vibist. Okay. And after that, it was Willie Paul Rodriguez, the pianist, keyboardist, and after that was the bassist, Danny Hinton.
So he's the newest member. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned earlier off stage, we were talking about the idea of the flute with the vibraphone. How did you come about putting that together?
Well, traditionally, I came to Latin music, Latin jazz, I should say, from the jazz musician standpoint of view. You always have the two lead instruments, and I felt that if you put a flute and a sax, or a flute and trumpet together, it would be out of balance. One instrument it tends to be louder, and they meld together, but one is always going to outdo the other as far as sound, and you always expect a flutist to pick up a saxophone when they're playing with a trumpeter. So vibes and flute tend to kind of blend together. And I figured that would be perfect for two lead instruments if you look at it from a jazz standpoint of view for two lead instruments. So.
Okay, so who are some of your influences, I guess, on flute and I guess, vibes as well, since you're incorporating that?
For flute, it was really, Frank West was the first person that I really got into. After that was Hubert Laws.
Mhm.
I would say, and then after that was Dave Valentine, and I think
Mhm.
that was one of the inspirations for me really starting to check out Latin music and
Mhm.
Latin jazz. And for vibes, it started with Milt Jackson,
Mhm.
and then also you have people, as far as Latin vibes, you have
Mhm.
people like Tito Puente played vibes. So
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
it's-
definitely. Okay.
you know, there were a lot of people, but that's basically who inspired me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And right now, with your group will be playing in the near future, let's say, you'll be playing where? So,
Triad,
mm-hmm.
The Lab,
Mm-hmm.
Soul Cafe we always play at.
Okay.
Justin's is also
Mhm.
another place we started playing at.
Are you at the Soul Cafe on a regular date every week or?
Either every month,
Mhm.
like once a month,
Okay.
once or twice a month, or once in a while we'll skip a month, but
Mhm.
we're usually there.
So they should check the calendar for Soul Cafe. So they
Yeah,
can find it.
definitely.
Okay. And right now, I think you said that you are you're working on a recording
Right.
with Prophet.
Right.
Okay.
We're working on a recording. It should be out within the next couple of months. So it's
Okay.
it's you can definitely check it out. It'll be available at certain bookstores, but
Mhm.
if you want, you can. If you're interested, you can look at our website, www.prophetontheweb.com.
Okay, that's W.
www.prophet, as in PROPHET, on
Mhm.
the web.com.
Okay, and that should be out within the next
Couple months.
couple of months
Yeah.
or so? Okay, so we should be expecting a CD
Right.
release party soon or something
Right,
like that?
definitely.
Okay, and now that website again, just in case you didn't get it before, and this is an independent project, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay,
So-
so they can purchase the CD on your website.
Or there'll be
Or-
information.
Mhm.
There are bookstores that'll carry it.
Okay, okay. And as far as your future goals, what's coming up for you in the, let's say, next year or so? What are you working on your own personal, I guess, to-do list or whatever?
It's more with the group because I've been leading the group. So there are songs that I've written. There are more compositions that I want to do.
Okay.
But definitely there's going to be like a tour involved eventually.
Oh,
but
okay. Statewide or stateside here?
Also internationally, I
Okay.
feel that we would take off and try and check out like
Mhm.
Europe or Japan.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, and you have a lot of originals on this new
Yeah.
release coming up?
Definitely.
Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
there are two of mine.
Mhm.
Everybody contributed to the album, so you also have the vibist and the pianist who contributed originals. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and if you were to say, let's say, in the next 4 years, what would be 4 to 5 years? What would be your goals
4 to 5 years. Eventually,
for
I'd
Shani
like to,
Andrews?
to do an acid jazz project. Actually, that's
Mhm.
something that's been on my mind,
Okay.
and it would be totally different than this, but it would be my playing still. So
Give you a chance to stretch out
yeah.
a little bit. Are you writing for that now?
No, not right now, but that's first things first. I'd like to finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem like you have your plate full
Oh yeah,
right now.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay. If you were to say, let's say, to describe you and you and your sound, how would you go about saying that if you had to say your view towards music to summarize, since we're kind of coming to the close of the show here?
Bebop. I try to play a lot of bebop, but just to bring it to another realm. That's all.
Hmm. And your
Bebop.
philosophy on music? I'm sorry.
Philosophy, I'd say, even though you might have a quiet voice, it still doesn't outstate a loud voice as long as what you're saying is important.
Hmm.
It cannot be quieted. So,
So you're going to be heard anyway.
right.
Okay. Okay. Quiet, speak softly,
Hmm.
and yet be heard.
Right.
So we're glad for coming out and visiting with us today. And again, this is Jazz in the Afternoon. My name is Francina Connors, and thank you, Shani,
You're welcome.
for coming out. We'd like to thank you for coming out. We've been speaking with Shani Andrews, and this is Jazz at Noon, produced by Orlando McAllister. I'm Francina Connors, and thank you for enjoying the show. Peace.